Hello, in this video, we are going to reflect on the spatial dimension of communication, whether the sender and the receiver are in the same physical location or not. With this video, you should be able to understand and characterize communication based on the physical space in which the transmitters or receivers are located, so that you can choose the most suitable tool in each case. Let's remember that technology has opened up a wide range of possibilities and communication channels, leading us to increasingly digital relationships, eliminating barriers such as physical location, which we will analyze next. Localized communication is that which occurs in the same physical space, that is, the participants in the interaction, emitter and receiver, are present in the same location. And it can occur in real time when all parties intervene simultaneously or asynchronously. If spatial and temporal dimensions coincide in communication, we would be in a face-to-face communication. In this case, we can take advantage of the benefits provided by oral and nonverbal communication, such as kinesthetic and proxemic signs. On the contrary, even if communication occurs in the same physical space, if it is asynchronous, the use of nonverbal communication becomes challenging. We are going to see it below with some examples. In the first case, posters, panels, and informational videos are communication tools that are produced in the same physical space but asynchronously, as the sender and receiver do not necessarily coincide in time. In the case of face-to-face communication, as we have mentioned before, the physical location of the sender and receiver is the same and also coincides with the temporal dimension. Here we see more examples of localized communication, and we are going to talk about two. Let's talk about the communication that occurs in the most informal communication that takes place in spaces like the living room or the office's coffee machine, which facilitates or opens the possibility for members of the group to engage in interactions beyond the tasks they work on together. This type of communication is important that it is facilitated in working environments. Another example of localized communication can be that of a group of workers who receive, for example, a face-to-face course. They are attending an event in which communication is transmitted or produced in the same physical location. We move on to the dislocalized communication. Obviously, it occurs when emitter and receiver are in different physical locations and the temporal dimension may or may not coincide. That is, it may or may not occur simultaneously. Examples of remote communication, that is, tools that allow us to communicate when we are in different locations, include email, forums, and video conferences. We can utilize remote communication by using the company's intranets, where, depending on the established rules of the company, we can go beyond transmitting work-related messages and also share more personal or leisure-related information. Apart from email, we can use tools that allow us to send messages, for example, WhatsApp, etc. To conclude, once we have clarified the difference between communication in the same location, we must be able to identify which tool we can use depending on our possibilities and needs. If we talk about the same physical location and message or communication carried out in a synchronous way, we should use it in situations in which immediacy is necessary and nonverbal communication is important. and the physical contact between the assistants. For example, it can be suitable for interactions that occur in groups of new creation.
En cambio, el correo electrónico y otras herramientas.
On the other hand, email and other communication tools that enable communication in different locations have the advantage of allowing us to think about the message or work on it asynchronously before sending. With this information, you should be able to distinguish which tools are more suitable in each case and know when to use them. Here we leave you an additional bibliography and references in case you are interested in completing information about it.